hear you. That's a good sign. That is a good sign. Okay. I see you, and I think I see your whole today. What a magnificent full moon it's been, right? Did you see the three cards? Love, attract, and what was the other one? I can't remember now. I worked 12 hours today. I'm really kind of zomboed, but I had a great day. I felt very supported. Heart, love, and attract. What do you get from that? Love, heart, attract. Here, I can even, I think I can show you on the screen.
Hi, Michael.
Hello. Hello
And
there.
blessings to you and everyone. Yeah, my heart's been touched over and over again, and I can totally understand it that we probably both need sacred rest. But there's no other place that I'd rather be just to
Oh,
share
good.
the last few days.
Yeah. What has that been like for you?
Well, we went to last week we were in Iowa, so we got to see Dr. Christina and Josh, who are beautiful space friends and family here that I share a lot of spaces, especially on trauma, for this last 12 months. So meeting them was absolutely divine. And then we felt guided to come to Austin. There's about 8 more space friends from X, and
Mm-hmm.
that's been phenomenal. So scroll it forward, Michael. I just felt guided to go to Whole Foods headquarters on a Saturday, and we were just in our flow, taking our time. We were there for hours, and then I was just getting this last little bit just to pay for. We took that pause, and another space friend said, because she lives in Tennessee, and she's like, "Oh yes, in Tennessee or in Austin, they dip their cowboy hats. Like you'll experience that."
Mm.
I was in Whole Foods. He had a baseball cap like myself, and
Yeah.
he dipped his hat,
Okay.
and the energy just felt so beautiful and pure. We spoke for a few minutes, and I was like, you know what? Before I pass on my number, I'm just going to say to him, "Do you believe in Archangel Michael?" And he
Mm-hmm.
said, "Yes, you're speaking my language." Now, to scroll it forward, we've been recommended to go to this area 3 times in Austin. And it was like everything just kept changing last night for dinner plans. And I was like, you know what? I sat and I just listened and I was like, what do I prefer? What would I like? Everyone keeps flip flopping with these decisions. I'm just going to say, hey, can we go here because this has been recommended? I knew that this beautiful soul, his name's Jimmy,
Mm-hmm.
lived in the area. I knew that more than likely he wasn't going to be able to pop in, but I just wanted to send love and just say, hey, we'll catch up in divine timing. My husband, Merv, and I were meeting 2 more new space friends. We've been in contact, but this is the first time that we actually met. So it was just a beautiful celebration. And then the general manager came up while we're eating, and he just said, "Are you Cimone Louise?" And I said, "Yes," thinking more of our friends might be joining us. And he goes, "Your bill has been taken care of." And that was just a beautiful 3-minute interaction, pure love at Whole Foods on Saturday to universe/Jimmy paying for last night. So, yeah, my heart was full. We got to see the blue moon as we drove, and there was a lot of fullness, silence, and deep appreciation.
Interesting. So while you were doing your thing there, I was kind of just tuning into you, and the card I got was observe, notice all the noteworthy things in your relationships. And then we got yes, trust your intuition. And I'll see what the last one is here. But and this is okay, right? I'm assuming this is okay that I'm doing this.
Oh my gosh, yes, Michael, because you know what? I feel guided to get my cards out.
Oh, good, even better. That
So
would
I'm
we
deeply willing to receive yours.
yes. So I see what you're doing. You're going to do the same. Do you bring your cards with you when you're traveling, or did you buy these?
because Merv and I have been pet sitting for the last 10.5 years, we have a small storage unit back in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
And so to answer you, these cards, which are Archangel Michael cards and Virtue cards, wanted to come on this holiday, but I don't bring them out very often. I
Okay.
listen to the energy and the feeling, and if it feels clean and appropriate and right, then I've pulled them the last few days. And my husband always says when he watches, she's such a good shuffler. I don't shuffle the cards.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been guided. So yeah, it's when there's such pure energy in the atmosphere and you know that you're with pure souls, it's like, do you know what? It feels clean and accurate to pull this card. And it's
Mm-hmm.
just a big
You use,
energy
you
hug.
use that term a lot, clean. So
I do, Michael. I do, because
what
for a
does
long
that mean to you? So, because people are going to listen to this, especially when I cut it up, and they'll go, "Oh, she's off heroin. Like she's clean.
I've
She's
never thought of it that way.
she's off the meth." I don't think
That's
Michael is.
correct.
I think Michael's still on it. He's not clean. No, but we have to be careful with terms sometimes. I know what you mean, but I think we have to remember that my audience might be slightly different than your audience.
I
It's like the other day, okay? And I welcomed you in the room, and you could tell Tony wanted to do football, but you won him over. And I was like, I basically said to him, this person is important to me, so behave. And he knows me well enough. But we've had some what he would consider kind of wacky people just join spaces who have nothing to contribute, but you could tell that your energy won him and Bobby Shadow. And
Mm.
Bobby Shadow was like the biggest critic then in the world. And he was, I like her. She's good. And I think it's because you're coming from a place of non manipulation. That's my personal feel. I never feel manipulated by you. I always feel like there's something greater than yourself, than monetary gain or whatever. Like you genuinely are doing this for the quest of enlightenment or servitude. I don't know what the right word is to use, but does that feel right?
Thank you, Michael. I really appreciate that. You're always this amazing, I'm going to say it again, clean psychic interpreter, because I listened to something a few nights ago,
Yeah,
and the two words that just constantly stood out to me was manipulating energy.
yeah.
It's like I've been listening to John Ray. I met him in Austin, but he's also been doing live spaces every day. And he talked about the trickster, and it's
Hmm.
just like I just am hearing things and seeing things and feeling things because, there's a lot of innocence and purity the way that I like to see the world with spiritual vision.
Right,
And sometimes, I will put my blinkers on. It's like, that doesn't exist. I don't see that. And it's just like, well, when you start to see and hear and feel, you go, well, actually, it does.
right.
And this is the real world also as well. So to answer you, the part about the clean is I'll give you two examples. For a very long time, I felt dirty inside for many reasons and my trauma. But the more that I've meditated, prayed, journaled, kept spiritual hygiene and spiritual maintenance, that dirtiness is not there anymore. And so I will hold on to that very dearly, with energy, environment, people. And it's like if I feel ick, my body screams. It's just like, keep my.
Spiritual hygiene. Can you
Yeah.
can you explain that as well?
Yeah, I do like different rituals in the morning. And so one of them, maybe I call it like a dumping process. So when it's hot and humid in
Hmm.
Texas, you may have 2, 3, 4 showers a day or a swim. So part of that, Michael, in the morning, especially, very first thing in the morning, is I will do like a written dump. And it's like a stream of consciousness. So anything that's upsetting me, anything that I've projected on others, people have projected on me, any exhaustion, anything drained, anything from the past. And it's usually just on like an exercise book. I may keep the exercise book and then eventually burn it. I may just rip the piece of paper out. Sometimes it's on an A4, sometimes it's on a post-it note. But all I know though is that anything that I'm feeling inside, I don't want to text anyone or call anyone, or, my husband of 20 years is just go blah. No one deserves what I'm healing or shifting or processing, and I don't want it redirected on them. So that's part of my spiritual hygiene. But even literally when I'm in the shower, it's just like,
Your energy today seems about 3 times higher than usual for you. It feels like there's almost like a spelling or like you knew that you had to let this out as you were calling your hygiene or whatever it is, but this is in some ways is another, you were saying dump or release is maybe a better word, but is that common, you think, for the blue moon or the super blue moon? Is that what they called it?
yeah, there's probably a process of releasing. Like, I must say, like, I was on Kimberly's space a few days ago, and she was
Same.
talking space on that,
Yeah.
and we journaling. But that's something that I don't practice, every month. If I see it, I see it. If I do, I do.
Mhm.
It's just something that I do every day for many years.
Yes.
And anyone that that I've mentored, I just always suggest it, because it's things like, if you've had a really full on day at work,
Mhm.
1, don't take it in the car. 2, don't take it into the house. 3, don't take it when you're eating or with family, friends. So this constant
This
spiritual.
is gold. This is spiritual gold, people. It really is. You can spend your whole life trying to find that solace or that little gold coin at the end of the rainbow in the bucket.